I think it's fair to say that no one on the right side of America can stand the star of this movie.
She's a PR nightmare. I don't know how anyone would hire her.
I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that, like on camera or to magazines. Behind the scenes, you guys know as well as I do that those executives like Spielberg are looking at that saying, Rachel Zegler can F right off. A side story where she said she claims that the white executives on that movie made her prove her Latina heritage. There's confusion because I don't have a single ounce of Latin in my name.
You can tell, a cisgender man, he can't be the savior here. You got to have Rachel Zegler front and center. So it's really torturous at that point. It's one of the weakest parts of the movie.
And she also attacked Twitter and Elon and finished it all with Donald Trump. It's one of the reasons why she's not like the ideal choice for the lead role in Sweet Snow White, and why many people are still, not to mention all the terrible things she said.
These super liberal, pro-abortion women like Rachel Zegler, they're always single and alone. I'm like, I think you're safe, actually. I think you're fine. You know what I'm saying? So
most of the women saying like, I'm putting on the chastity belt. It's like, you're good. You don't.
You've got purple hair and 10 nose rings. You're good.
I love her,
she's
and
emotional
her
now.
Superpower is her heart. It's nothing supernatural. It's something that all of us have. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy Snow White. Thank you, guys.
But is she not seen as box office poison now because of all of her antics?
It's kind of a mixed track.
Disney's Snow White reboot was already a firestorm of controversy, but the latest bombshell rumor has sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Could Rachel Zegler really be out as the iconic princess? According to social media buzz, Brett Cooper is stepping in to replace her, a casting twist that nobody saw coming. With Disney struggling to salvage a project drowning in backlash, this alleged move could be either a last-ditch effort to win back fans or the final nail in the coffin for the troubled remake. But is there any truth to this shocking claim? Or is it just another Hollywood fever dream? Let's break down the drama that's igniting fierce debates across the industry. I'm Elle. If you're a celebrity lover, subscribe to our channel for daily videos.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
The casting of Rachel Zegler as Disney's live-action Snow White was supposed to be a groundbreaking moment, but instead, it sparked a firestorm of controversy. From the moment she was announced, fans were divided. Some celebrating the diverse casting, while others accused Disney of straying too far from the beloved 1937 classic. But things took a turn for the worse when Zegler herself seemed less than enthusiastic about the project, making comments that many perceived as dismissive toward the original film and its legacy. Her remarks about Snow White not needing a prince and the outdated nature of the story ignited backlash, with critics claiming she was disrespecting the very character she was set to portray. Adding fuel to the fire, Peter Dinklage's vocal criticism of the film's depiction of the Seven Dwarfs only intensified the controversy. Disney, already walking a tightrope with fans, scrambled to clarify their approach to the adaptation, but the damage was done. What should have been an exciting reimagining quickly turned into a PR nightmare. As social media exploded with debates, it became clear that this wasn't just about a casting choice. It was about the larger cultural battle over Disney's evolving approach to its classic fairy tales. But as the backlash grew louder, whispers of behind-the-scenes drama began to surface, suggesting that the trouble with this Snow White reboot was far from over. The backlash against Disney's Snow White reboot has snowballed into a full-blown PR disaster, and Rachel Zegler is at the center of the storm. What started as excitement for a live-action reimagining of the beloved fairy tale quickly turned sour as fans took issue with Zegler's controversial comments about the original film. Instead of embracing the legacy of Snow White, she criticized its outdated themes, calling Prince Charming a stalker and insisting that the story needed a modern feminist overhaul. While Disney likely hoped these remarks would resonate with a new generation, they ended up alienating longtime fans who felt she was dismissing a cherished classic. Social media erupted with frustration, with many accusing Zegler of being ungrateful for the role and showing a lack of respect for Disney's history. The backlash only intensified as resurfaced interviews showed her speaking dismissively about the project, fueling speculation that even she wasn't excited about the film. Hashtags calling for boycotts began trending, Memes ridiculing the reboot spread like wildfire, and industry insiders whispered about growing tensions behind the scenes. Disney found itself in a difficult position. Should they double down and defend their lead actress, or attempt to salvage the film's reputation by distancing themselves from the controversy? As opening weekend looms, the studio faces a daunting challenge. Can they turn this PR nightmare around, or is Snow White doomed to be another box office flop? The Brett Cooper casting rumors have sent shockwaves through social media, leaving fans divided and fueling speculation about the fate of Disney's Snow White reboot. With Rachel Zegler already at the center of controversy, whispers of conservative commentator and Daily Wire personality Brett Cooper potentially stepping in as a replacement have ignited a whole new firestorm. Could Disney be considering a dramatic pivot to distance itself from the backlash surrounding Zegler's polarizing statements? Or is this just another internet-fueled frenzy with no real basis in reality? Insiders claim that Disney execs are panicked over the relentless criticism and growing calls for boycotts, leading some to believe that alternative casting choices are at least being discussed behind closed doors. While there is no official confirmation that Cooper has even been approached, the mere possibility of a drastic recast has social media in a frenzy. Supporters argue that Cooper's classic Hollywood look and poised demeanor would make her a natural fit for the role, while others dismiss the idea as pure fantasy, pointing out that Disney is unlikely to cater to audiences demanding a complete overhaul of the film. As speculation continues to swirl, one thing is certain. Snow White has become one of Disney's most controversial projects in recent memory. Whether Brett Cooper is seriously being considered or not, the fact that fans are even entertaining the idea speaks volumes about the damage control Disney might have to undertake. Could the studio be on the verge of making an unprecedented move to salvage its reputation? Or will they double down on their original vision despite the backlash? Megyn Kelly's alleged confirmation of a major shakeup in Disney's Snow White reboot has sent the internet into a frenzy, reigniting debates over the film's controversial casting and direction. According to the outspoken media personality, behind-the-scenes whispers suggest that Disney executives are scrambling to manage the overwhelming backlash surrounding Rachel Zegler's involvement. Could this mean a last-minute recast, a shelving of the project, or even a drastic shift in marketing to salvage its reputation? Kelly's remarks have only added fuel to an already raging fire, with social media dissecting every possible outcome. For months, Snow White has been at the center of heated discourse, with critics accusing Disney of prioritizing a woke agenda over honoring the beloved classic. Zegler's past comments about the original film and her dismissive attitude toward the role have only exacerbated the controversy, leading to calls for boycotts and even suggestions that Disney replace her entirely. Now, with Kelly seemingly confirming industry speculation, fans and skeptics alike are left wondering if Disney is actually considering a drastic course correction. While no official statement has been released, the mere possibility of a casting shakeup or major studio intervention is enough to keep audiences on edge. If Kelly's sources are to be believed, this could mark a pivotal moment for Disney, one where they either double down on their choices or cave to public pressure in an unprecedented move. Either way, all eyes are on Snow White, as the controversy shows no signs of slowing down. Behind the scenes of Disney's Snow White reboot, tensions have reportedly been running high, with whispers of chaos overshadowing what was supposed to be a magical revival of the beloved fairy tale. At the heart of the drama is Rachel Zegler, whose controversial comments about the original film ignited a firestorm of backlash. Insiders claim that Disney executives were blindsided by the negative press, as Zegler's remarks dismissing the 1937 classic as outdated and problematic didn't sit well with die-hard fans. The studio had banked on a fresh, modern take appealing to a new audience, but instead they found themselves battling relentless PR nightmares, online boycotts, and growing skepticism about the film's direction. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors have emerged about clashes on set. Some sources allege that Zegler's outspoken personality ruffled feathers among the production team, while others suggest that last-minute script changes and reshoots contributed to an already tense environment. Meanwhile, Gal Gadot, who plays the Evil Queen, has managed to stay out of the controversy, leading some to speculate whether Disney is now shifting its promotional focus away from Zegler in an attempt to salvage the film's reputation. With the industry watching closely, the big question remains: Will Snow White overcome its behind-the-scenes turmoil, or is it already doomed to be one of Disney's biggest misfires? With controversy swirling and speculation reaching a fever pitch, Disney's Snow White reboot is at a crossroads. After months of relentless backlash over casting choices, Rachel Zegler's past comments, and concerns about the film's direction, the big question remains: what happens now? Will Disney stand by its original vision, or are the mounting rumors of a major course correction true? Insiders claim that studio executives are scrambling to salvage the project's reputation, with whispers of reshoots, marketing overhauls, and even the possibility of distancing the film from its most polarizing elements. Megyn Kelly's alleged confirmation that Disney is reconsidering key aspects of Snow White has only fueled the fire, leaving audiences wondering if drastic changes are on the horizon. With the film already delayed and skepticism at an all-time high, Disney faces a tough decision: push forward as planned and risk a box office disaster, or take drastic action to win back frustrated audiences. As social media continues to dissect every rumor, one thing is clear: Snow White is no longer just a movie. It's a cultural battleground, and its fate could define Disney's next chapter. If you watch until the end, please subscribe for daily updates. Goodbye.